Alright, so we're going to be looking at some upcoming figures today, starting off with the King of Artists Yamato. So this is the special version. I do have the original release of this one where it's just, the regular color, but something I like more about this one is that they actually colored the little snake all the way through. Because on the first release that I have, this part isn't colored, it's just plain white, and then it is colored here, but yeah, she's in two halves, so she just hooks in there, and the bottom half is not colored. And usually I skip out on these special color versions where they're kind of metallic looking, but this is one I think I might end up getting because of that snake being fully colored, and I think it overall just looks pretty nice. Yeah, so this is the original one that I have, and you can see what I'm talking about there. The snake just isn't colored there. It's just kind of plain and flat, very flat, like especially the big long skirt piece too. But aside from that, I really like the sculpt of the figure, so that's why I'm considering getting the special color version, because it'll be colored a little bit nicer. But we'll see how it looks. I'll decide probably once I see some pictures of it on display, or maybe after it comes out. Like, I'm in no rush to pre-order this. So yeah, here we have another Gear 5 Luffy, and I'm not sure what it is about these Grandista Gear 5 Luffys, but none of them really stand out to me. There's just something about them that I can't really put my finger on, and I feel the same about this one. Like, they're reusing the same legs that they've used like 50 times by now. I mean, they've used them at least once, and I feel like all of them look somewhat similar. Let's see. I wasn't planning to go and look at them, but now let's look at the damn thing since I said it. All right, so here's the new one. And then where is the next most recent one? So there's this one. Okay, the legs are completely different there. So that one does not use the same legs, and not that it's always a bad thing to reuse parts, but yeah. Then this one, I think this one is using the same exact legs here, and he's holding the lightning also. But yeah, it's just something I can't put my finger on. I guess it's just personal preference, but I don't really like any of the Grandista Gear 5 Luffys so far. And I think there's even more of them. There's this one here. Legs are different there as well. Oh, and this one. Legs look to be slightly different, but yeah, there's just something about them. They'll have some kind of look about them that I just don't like. Actually, seeing all 5 of them side by side now, it looks like there's only 2 different sets of legs between the 5 of them, and it also looks like all 5 of them share the same shorts piece. So that is a bit of an excessive reuse of a piece. But this is one figure that I do like. I just saw this picture, I was looking at X, and it kind of surprised me. Like, this thing looks like he's going to turn out pretty good. This could end up being one of my favorite Blackbeard figures. The picture here is kind of blurry though, so I need to see some more angles, but it looks like it's going to turn out great. Though it looks like they didn't color the flower pattern on his pants, they're just like kind of etched in there, it looks like. So I would have liked to have seen those colored, but the whole sculpt and everything looks pretty nice. And when is he coming out? So what is that? August 2026. And what is the date for the Luffy? I didn't check that. The Luffy is also August 2026. Did I say 2028? I don't know what I said, but yeah, August 2026 for both the Luffy and the Blackbeard. And Grandista's been making a lot of good stuff, a lot of stuff that I want to buy recently. Like, there was that Hisoka, which I still haven't bought. I might not end up getting him, but there's the Hisoka, now the Blackbeard. There's also that Boa Hancock that I'm really wanting to get, and also this Whitebeard. Like, I'm thinking today I might actually order this Whitebeard and also the Ichiban Kuji Demonio Robin. I might get those two, but it's just budgeting and stuff that will stop me from doing it. So we'll see if I order them or not, but this is one that I'm wanting to get. And then also the Hancock. Let me see, where did she go here? Here's the Hisoka that I mentioned, this one. But let me find the Hancock. Yeah, this one also looks like it's pretty good. I've seen some pictures of her on display and she looks good, so wanting to get that one, the Whitebeard and the Blackbeard. Oh, here's a picture right here of her on display that somebody uploaded here. Looks like a pretty nice figure. I think she comes with a different kind of stand though. Maybe this is an older picture. When was it uploaded? 14 days ago. I think she comes with like a little black, like a kind of black square that she's standing in on this foot, but I have to go look at the pictures again because I don't think she's coming with an oval base like this. Like, a lot of times these are just placeholders, but it really depends. Sometimes they will be displayed on the actual bases, sometimes it's a placeholder. Yeah, I just checked, and that picture was taken from an event in November, so the more recent pictures from February of her at a different event show her with the actual stand that she's going to be coming with, that little like square around her foot. So there's that one, and what else? What other new things do we have? Oh yeah, there's this Glitter and Glamours Nami and Robin. So these two are based off one of the color spreads that I should have in my color walk compendium. So maybe I'll put a picture of that up, or maybe I won't. But yeah, I think this Nami looks pretty good. I have seen some more pictures of different angles, so maybe I'll put those up if I can find them again. And then they're also doing Robin, and these are both from the same color spread picture. Except in the picture, Robin is sitting on something, but in the figure, they have her just sitting on the floor, which is fine too, but it's not a 100% match to how she's posed on the actual drawing. But yeah, out of these two, I'm thinking I want the Nami more. I feel like they made there was like a really cheap figure of her based off this in the same pose with the ice cream maybe at one point. Let's see if I can find that. I mean, there's so many Nami figures, that's going to be pretty hard to find. Let me see if I go way back. Maybe it was like a super styling figure, something like that. Okay, maybe this is the one I'm thinking of. So it is One Piece styling, and she's standing up, but she is eating ice cream. So I guess it's not the exact same pose. I think that Glitter and Glamours Nami looks pretty good. And also I noticed when looking at Bigbadtoystore is that now you have to pay a non-refundable down payment even on things under $100. Like this one's $60 and it says $6 non-refundable down payment required, which wasn't the case before. I'm not sure if they announced that in an email or if they just made the change and now it's a change on the site, but yeah, that is something I noticed. So now it won't be as easy to just pre-order there and then cancel later on, because even with lower price stuff like this, you're going to have to pay that non-refundable down payment, which shouldn't be a big deal at all if you only buy what you plan to purchase. Then it's not really that big a deal that you have to pay a non-refundable down payment. And there may be some exceptions, but I'm just looking at the most recent anime figure pre-orders, and they look to all have that. Even this one, which is only $40. And then we have an Ichiban Kuji set, the red hair pirates. Let's see, translate this. Oh, it's not translating here because I'm on Firefox right now. I usually use Google Chrome, but right now I'm on Firefox. But yep, we got Shanks, Ben Beckman, Yasop, and Lucky Roo. Look at this sexy beast. I'm really happy we're finally getting a figure of him. I do prefer his original look though, where he's wearing green, but I think this is basically the same thing but red. But I still would prefer him to be green, but he's pretty sexy. I'll probably get this one. I think this is the last one prize, Revelable Moment, Shanks and Luffy. And let's look at the others. So here we have Shanks. This one looks a little awkward to me. I almost feel like he's based off like an actual moment in the manga, though I can't recall if it is based off a moment. But yeah, at least to me, the head on this one looks a little small. And I know things are drawn differently and animated differently, so there may be times when Shanks is drawn with a small head. Like I think in Marineford, he's animated with a pretty small head in the anime. But at least the picture of Shanks I have in my mind does not have a head this small, so I prefer Shanks figures that have a bigger head than this one. Yeah, I don't know about that expression either. This one's kind of awkward looking to me. And then we have Ben Beckman. He's a badass. I'd like to have a figure of him at some point. I mean, they've been making a few of him recently. And I don't really see any problems with this one. Looks good to me. Alright, that looks really nice actually, the back of his cape. Maybe I'll get this one. And then we have Yasop here, which he's also been getting a few figures recently, him and Ben Beckman, because they made like the Shuko figures and maybe a few others, or maybe it was just those. But here is Yasop. There's the back. Cape looks pretty nice on him also, but I don't know if I want this one. Can't really say why, but I don't know. So yeah, out of this set, the one that I'm most wanting is Lucky Roo, and then maybe also Ben Beckman, but that's about it. And they're also getting Ichiban releases right here. We can see. Let's see if it's all of them. So, yep, the last one prize, Ben Beckman, Lucky Roo, Shanks, Yasop, and yep, they're all there. So all of these are there, and then what else was I gonna look at? I guess we'll look at the Portrait of Pirate Shanks, which is priced very high on Bigbadtoystore. Like I was looking at him on Crunchyroll, and he's like, I think under $200. But yeah, Bigbadtoystore's prices for Portrait of Pirates figures can be kind of ridiculous sometimes, but other times they match like Crunchyroll's prices or pretty close. So it really just depends. But yeah, let's look up Shanks on here, because I know he was a lot lower. Yeah, $199.99, and even lower if you have the membership discount or a coupon. And I think he is the best Portrait of Pirates Shanks figure yet, at least in my opinion. Yeah, he kind of looks like a big Figure Art Zero figure, but just really high quality, which I like. I like Figure Art Zero figures, at least the sculpts of them. Not always the quality. I don't always like how they turn out, but they have some of my favorite sculpts in Figure Art Zero. And yep, the usual Portrait of Pirates things going on where they got like a red border around the back of his cape, which a lot of times that'll put me off of buying their figures, but in this case, I don't think it's too bad. And I know a lot of people think the opposite. I'm sure a lot of people love all the, all the Portrait of Pirates colors that they throw on these figures, just personal preference. But yep, quality looks great. I like the pose. I also like the color they used here. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe that color. It's like a bright, really bright red, kind of orangish. Yeah, I can't find the words to describe that color, but I think it's pretty cool looking. And then we can see like the hockey around his sword is the darker red. It looks pretty nice, and it looks like it's also translucent there. Yeah, shading in the hair looks great also. And yeah, this is a great price. I think this is around the price that a figure like this should be. So I'm happy to see a lower price here. What else do they have here? Reiju is getting a re-release, and yeah, I have nothing good to say about this figure. I don't like it. Stushi there should be coming out any day now, or any month now, pretty soon, next month here in the US, and yeah, that one's also under 200, which is good. Then we have Whitebeard, which has been out for a while now, and he's had some sales also. So yeah, if he stays in stock and Crunchyroll has a good sale, you might be able to pick this one up for a really good price. Oh yeah, and then this one is released now. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I've talked about this one. I've said that I wanted it like ever since I started collecting figures, but for some reason I always pick other things. I always pick other figures over it, so maybe I'll miss out on it again, or maybe I'll end up picking it up. We'll see. I could also get the Whitebeard from here, because I was thinking of getting Whitebeard and the Nico Robin on Amazon together since she's in stock there. They're both in stock. They're ready to ship right now, but the Robin is out of stock on Crunchyroll. And Whitebeard is also $70 on Amazon, so it's cheaper unless you have a Crunchyroll membership or a coupon. Then he's gonna be cheaper on Amazon unless you have one of the memberships. But yep, here is Newgate, and I saw some videos of this. I wasn't sure about it because some videos like they just have really bright, like harsh lighting, and sometimes that can make a figure look cheaper or worse than it actually looks. But I was able to find one video that had smooth and even lighting, and he actually looked pretty good in that one. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get this one. And I'm not saying my videos are perfect either. There's a lot of ways I'd like to improve my lighting. There's some different types of lights I would like to get, but yeah, I can't really buy those right now. So always looking to improve my lighting setup and all that, but right now it's gonna stay the way it's been for a while now. I'm not gonna be able to change that up anytime soon. And while I'm here, I might as well find some more stuff to look at, because sometimes it's hard to find the motivation to even talk about this, but right now I'm in the mood to do it, so I might as well just keep doing it. Let's see. Oh, there's another Masterlise All Might. And thankfully this one's getting an Ichiban release, but the other armored All Might did not, which I like that one more than this one, but this one's good too, like the battle damage All Might here. So yeah, this one looks pretty great. But will I get it? I don't know. I want it though. And then what else do we have from Dandadan? Yeah, I didn't even know they were making a figure of her. This one looks great. And I still haven't got the Maomao and the Okaroon, which should be releasing in the US anytime now or pretty soon. But they're also making Aira. And yeah, she looks great. So this is, yeah, a Masterlise figure just like the Maomao and the Okaroon. And I'm thinking of redoing my whole setup again. Like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I don't know, I feel like putting everything in their boxes and then maybe taking another shelf out, because it's just kind of cramped in there even with 3 shelves. Like I had a bigger shelf, then I put a smaller one in there, and even now it feels kind of cramped. So I might put everything away, then bring it all back out. I'm thinking I might do a Wano setup. Like maybe I'll bring all my Wano figures out, because I have a good amount of them put away because they wouldn't fit. Or I guess it's not that they wouldn't fit, it's that I didn't want to give my whole collection to Wano. So maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll just have one shelf in there, make it full of Wano, and then when I want to change it up, I'll put something else in the shelf. We'll see. But I change my mind on that like every day, every week. So if for some reason you're looking forward to seeing me doing that, then I wouldn't look forward to it, but it is a possibility. And then the Apothecary Diaries Maomao. Her name is kind of hard to say for some reason. But yeah, I've been watching this. I'm on like episode 12. It hasn't like hooked me, but it is interesting and entertaining. So I'm gonna keep watching it for now, but it's not like not like a favorite of mine, at least not yet. And there's also a last one version of this where she's wearing a black outfit instead of this one. I think that one looks nicer than this one. I'm not sure what this is based off of. Maybe I haven't got there yet in the anime because, like I said, I'm on episode 12. So yeah, but I think this one looks good too. Though I do think the black dress one looks better. Let me find it right here. Let's find it. Yeah, so here's this one, and it looks like it's not getting an Ichiban show release because it's not there, so that sucks, but yeah, it looks pretty nice how it's got like all the glitter, the little sparkles in it or whatever. Oh yeah, and I really love the opening and ending songs for this anime, at least for the season 1 of it, because I haven't got to season 2 yet, but yeah, those songs are great. I listen to them every time I watch an episode. So there's that coming out, and then also this one. Let's go back to Bigbadtoystore. Did we look at the other angles already? I think I kind of clicked through these, but yeah, her hair looks nicely done too. It gets like kind of a bluish color at the end there. But will I get this? I don't know. If I end up like loving the anime, then maybe, but right now I just think it's interesting enough to keep watching, and I love the opening and ending song. And anything else I care to talk about here? Let's see. Some Bleach stuff. I've seen a few episodes of Bleach, but I just stopped for some reason. It's not that I didn't like it, but I stopped after a few episodes. So maybe someday I'll try it again. And yep, I gotta order this one at some point. Pretty sure I'm gonna be wanting this one, which I have talked about. And I've also been doing some of these types of videos on the Gecko Bark channel, so if you didn't know about that, then now you do. So sometimes I'll do them here, like this one, where I just felt like doing it here, and then other times they'll be there. So yeah, that's it for this one.